Girl saw more gold emerge from the dog bowl, but didn't feel surprised. She just picked up the letter on top and began reading it. When she learned that the general, because of the enemy's plot, had contracted a plague, she immediately panicked and urgently asked through the dog bowl about the general's condition. By then, the general was already infected with the plague. Because there was no medicine to cure it, he could only lie in bed waiting for death. When he learned that in the city, a large number of civilians had already died, the helpless general could only have his men bring him to the dog bowl. After hearing God's inquiry, he immediately walked to the bowl, praying sincerely to God to save the lives of the civilians and soldiers. Meanwhile, the girl, after hearing the general's prayer, immediately looked up treatments for the plague, wrote them down in her notebook, and bought large quantities of medicine to treat it, sending them to the general. The general, seeing the medicine continuously emerging from the bowl, immediately felt overjoyed, but he didn't know how to use it. When he saw the notebook that had been sent along, he couldn't help but sigh, saying God truly could foresee their situation. Just then, the girl's photo slipped out of the notebook. His men couldn't help but speculate this was God's portrait. The general even ordered them to erect a statue of God in the city. Then, he looked again at the writing in the notebook and told his men to follow the instructions written inside to distribute God's gifted medicine to the soldiers and civilians in the city. Sure enough, in less than a week, the soldiers in the army had begun to recover. But just as the general was feeling happy about this, he suddenly heard a report from his men that the enemy had gathered 100,000 troops and were planning to attack them again.